What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Midnight Music. I'm your host, Corey. Across from me, I got your host,
Thomas.
Thomas. Today, we are doing Confessions from Usher. Usher is, if you don't know Usher, I can't help you. Most I could say is go watch the Super Bowl show from 2024. Um, that'll about sum it up for you. This guy's been making hits. You've heard him throughout your life. Even if you think you haven't, you probably have. American singer, songwriter, dancer. He does it all. He's awesome.
That he is. May want to add Confessions Expanded Edition. So I don't know what else,
Yes,
you
this
know.
is Confessions Expanded Edition. This is what they had on Spotify. I think, as far as I could tell, the only expansion seems to be the Confessions Part 2 remix. I think everything else was probably already on this album. Maybe, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it might not have been. But other than that, everything else probably seems like it was already on this album. And with that, Thomas, I believe this is one of your first slow jam albums, if not your first one.
Yeah, that's true.
And I could,
Fully listening through. I have
yeah,
heard slow jam songs before.
I would hope so. You've known me for a long time, and you've been alive.
I say I've been alive too. So
Yeah, and I was surprised to see you move into some of these because I'm surprised he knows this because if I would have told him the name of this, he would have told me that he didn't know it until he heard it.
No, a lot of those things. I don't know a lot of songs off the top of my head unless I hear it at the time of being. But
That
yeah.
is fair and valid. Do we want to just go into Thomas's tier list?
Well, I think Corey's concise notes are over there. So
Huh?
unless those are going to go
These
along with.
are these are related to what you've
Okay,
got.
so this is related to the tier
Yeah,
list.
Corey's concise notes are related. Notes with a C.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so they're
Um,
related.
okay. Yeah, we're gonna go into Thomas's tier list then. Um, Mind you, there is 4 different sections. No, you shouldn't listen to this at all. One time, you should listen to it one time when listening to the album.
Yep.
Yes, it should be on your playlist somewhere, but it might come in and out of the playlist. Or for life being songs that will stay there forever and ever and ever and not get old.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now that we got past that, this album is a 21 song album, technically, including the remix. We're not going to review the remix because
We're gonna actually we're gonna
we're,
talk
we're
about it a
going to
little
throw it
bit.
on. Okay,
Yeah,
sure. I'll add on that review at the very end.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but we're going to start off with the first one.
yeah.
First
Intro.
song, intro. Gonna be honest,
46
was
seconds. Plain music.
very, very short.
Yeah.
I do recommend still listening to it one time. It's not like bad. It's a good jam, just very short. So yeah, one time's kind of the review on that.
Yeah.
Any concise notes on that?
Not really. I think an intro is. This isn't the kind of intro that I like. I like an intro that feels almost like a really small song or part of a song. This was just literally just music to kind of build you into the album. I don't really see any point in that at all. Perfectly honest, especially with the song that comes after that. That the intro is quite useless, honestly.
Yeah, if you're comparing the intro to the next song that comes right after that, it definitely is a very odd thing to do because the next song right after that, which we might as well get into,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
It is, yeah, featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris. It
Yeah.
is. If you don't know this song,
God help
you
you.
must be Patrick Starr living under a rock, literally.
God help you.
It's got 1.3 billion
Yep.
Spotify plays. So, and that's just on Spotify itself. So, I mean, it's a hell of a song.
You'll hear this everywhere.
Every time it comes on, my instant reaction is turn up the fucking music.
Yep.
It is time to fucking jam. And even today, it was that. I was ready to jam with it when it came on. So
yeah, get a little movement in you. It's still a
absolutely.
fun song. This is a song that could have very well fallen into the overplayed ratio. But there's something about it. When you hear that first bass hit, you hear the yeah. It's just crazy.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, bro. Like
dun,
you
dun.
just
It's like, oh
you're
shit.
done. You're like, oh, it's about to go
shit.
down, bro.
It's
you
like
got you got Lil Jon going crazy in the background.
It's like my body doesn't my body doesn't even have control of itself anymore. I'm the
You're
music's
gone,
taking
bro.
me. The music's
Shoulders
taking me.
start moving, the head starts flipping. Fucking jump down, do 7 twerks, like you're a different person, bro.
It's
like
crazy.
it changes.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Awesome. That's all I got for that. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, 100%.
I there's no, second thought about it.
Yeah, no
It's
questions.
was an amazing song when it came out. And I remember when I first heard it, I was like, "Holy shit, this is a hell of a song." And then I kind of kept hearing it, and I'm like, "This isn't getting old. This is good shit." So I really enjoy that. Um, yeah, it's song. Yeah, is definitely for life. Next song is Throwback
Yeah,
with
Jada
featuring
Kiss.
Jada Kiss.
Yep.
Got 18.5 million Spotify plays.
I don't
Um,
know if we need to read.
I don't know if we need to, but like every once in a while, it's kind of interesting. Um, the only reason I say that is because it's actually one of the ones I have higher up on the list,
Yeah,
other than some other songs. So,
yeah,
um, we'll get to those. Um, so Throwback, it's not but it's still a hell of a song. Still really good, really fluent, really kind of just a vibe song that you listen to. So I personally really enjoyed it. For me, it's literally a 50-50 between Yes and For Life.
yeah. I agree with that. I don't think I've ever really heard this song, if I'm being honest, until just now. Even though I feel like I've listened to this album several times, but this felt like the first time that I truly listened to this song, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I thought it was very smooth. It was nice. It's what I like from my slow jam R&B feel. Like he's just, he does what he's got to do, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
That's all I got. I'm
absolutely.
here for it.
All right. Next song after that goes Confessions. Confessions is, and I do have to specify there's a Confessions and there's Confessions Part 2. This is Confessions. Confessions is a, once again, good feeling song, good feeling beat, good feeling rhythm. Words he's saying is good. I'm with it, right? So for me, once again, it sits right where Throw is, right between Yes and For Life. Throwback, I should say. I have it written down as Throw just because I abbreviate things.
Yeah.
But it's right in the middle of Yes and For Life. I'm definitely gonna add.
Look, Confessions is it's Luigi to Confessions Part Two's Mario. Like it's just it doesn't hold to Confessions Part Two for me. Like it's fine. There wasn't really much to say about it. It just felt like it was really felt like listening to Confessions. I was just waiting for Confessions Part Two personally, because I know Confessions Part Two, and I knew that was like a thing. But Confessions was just I don't know, wasn't my vibe.
That's interesting because I almost had the opposite reaction. I saw Confessions, listened to Confessions. I was like, this is shit. Then I got to Confessions Part 2 and listened to it, which we might as well jump into
Yeah,
now. And was like, this feels like more Confessions, but like I don't necessarily love it. It's still good. It's still Usher,
look,
right? But like
Confessions Part Two is the one that people.
I can
Confessions Part
tell.
Two is the confession.
I can tell by the plays.
But it was specific to mention that Confessions. But yeah, I don't know. I
I
mean,
have it
I enjoy Confessions Part Two.
I have it hanging on the cliff of For Life,
That's fine.
but it's still definitely a yes
That's fine.
because I could still definitely see the amazingness of it.
Pretty good.
We go into the next song after that, Burn.
Yep. Everybody knows Burn.
Um,
Like it's just these are
I
just some
didn't.
of these songs that are just like
It was kind of interesting, I've absolutely heard yeah, but like the rest of the songs on this playlist, I really haven't heard other than maybe once if I was lucky. So when Burn came on and I was listening to it, I was like, this is good. This is really
really.
really
You haven't
good.
heard Burn before this?
No, I don't think
Crazy.
so. Um, so for me, it's hanging on the opposite ledge. It's hanging on yes, but it's leaning into For Life. I really did enjoy it. Um,
Yeah.
Absolutely go check it out.
A lot of these
Absolutely.
songs on here that are like the big ones are like things that 20 something years from now are still gonna be getting played. Still listen. Like it's just that's truly testament to him and himself, Usher. Just because I mean it's awesome. Like not many artists can like make stuff like that, especially on one album. A lot of these are on just this album. I'm like, these are songs that are gonna. I mean, these are all stuff that he performed in a Super Bowl show for millions and millions and millions of people. Like this is just these are gonna be around for so long.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, exactly. Um, we're gonna move on to Caught Up. Caught Up seems pretty popular from its plays. Um, at this point, it sounded very Usher, and it sounded
Yes,
very another Usher song.
that's totally
It
fair.
didn't really separate itself from everything else. So for me, it is an yes, but it's like as far left as it can go.
Yeah. No, I definitely had it put as nice and catchy. Like it was nice and
It's
catchy. I was
good.
like, I can see this. I can see probably when it came out, people were probably jamming to this.
Yeah.
Nowadays, probably not so much. I can see it being a thing. I also would like to point out that Corey's concise notes with a C also says that under Burn, it has Thomas was feeling this one because he was moving. He was absolutely moving during Burn.
Besides, yeah, Burn is actually I think the furthest into the zone.
He was
Other than
definitely
one other
moving.
one
He
I have
was
on my list.
definitely moving during Burn,
We'll
which
get
was
to it.
but yeah, caught up was nice and catchy, and yeah, there's not really much to say about it other than like yeah, like I liked it. I wish there was more to deep dive into it, but like it was, I don't know. First time it was probably awesome. For nowadays, it was just kind of a like
It's
this is all right.
it's good, yeah. Good. The next song is Superstar Interlude.
Yep.
Superstar Interlude is a interlude to Superstar itself, right?
Yeah, superstar.
Um, and the interlude itself is good. I do have it leaning kind of the middle rightish of yes. I do really enjoy it. Um, I mean, ultimately, the superstar here is the song Superstar.
Yeah, of course.
And Superstar made it completely into For Life. It was definitely a vibe,
Yeah.
definitely a jam.
So yeah, I agree. I agree with all the sentiment there. As far as the interludes go, there's only one interlude I've ever heard that I'm like, this is fucking awesome, and we'll get to it eventually because it's on the list of albums. But I'll talk about more of that when we get there. But other than that, interludes for me are just kind of like they're just kind of whatevers. Like they're not doing too much in the terms of like musical adness, adds on to anything. So I just I don't. It wasn't really anything for me. And then the song Superstar itself was just it was fine. I wasn't invested into it. Wasn't like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I was just like, this is more okay. It, like Thomas says, it was getting to the point where it was like, this is Usher, which is what's to be expected with these albums that we're listening to because we're listening to all these songs by the same artist.
Back to back
And
to back
yeah,
for
and
an
lots of
hour
albums,
straight.
yeah,
Yeah.
and albums are like of a theme, so like they're all gonna eventually kind of sound a bit similar. Not to say that some albums don't diversify, but a lot of them do kind of stick to the same tone for the album. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I think the issue with this album that we're currently listening to or reviewing and the album previous that we just reviewed is that, and I don't think this help. Like, I think this helps in a certain sense of having features throughout your album. Whereas if you look at Usher, he really only has 3 features on this,
Yeah.
which is or 3 songs with features, right? They
Yeah.
have Yeah with Lil Jon and Ludacris, Throwback has Jada Kiss, and
Got
one of
My
the songs
Boo with
coming out,
Alicia Keys.
My Boo with Alicia Keys, right?
Yep.
I'm not counting Confessions Part 2 because we'll get to
Confessions
that.
Part 2, the remix.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things where it's if it's just the artist itself, I think it makes it that much harder for it to stay diversified and to stay interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving past Superstar, we get into Truth Hurts.
Yep.
Truth Hurts was another kind of good one. I was still really enjoying the Usher vibe, Usher theme, and we're clear into the Usher playlist at this point, and I
Yeah.
was still really enjoying it, still really vibing with it. So I had it leaning pretty far right on yes, and even a little into For Life, just because
Yeah.
good jam, good vibe.
I agree with all that. I have nothing to add.
Okay, next song is Simple Things. Simple Things is very similar to Truth Hurts. It's, obviously a different message,
Yeah.
but it's still very well spoken, very well said, very well, instrumentally made up. Overall, it's just decent song, good song from Usher. And even though it is very similar to Truth Hurts, I think it still keeps itself different enough to where it earned its spot where I put it, which is basically as far right on yes as I can get it.
Yeah.
Next song was Bad Girl. Oh, you got some
I
stuff
got some
on?
Simple Things stuff to
Yeah,
add too.
Go for it.
I really like the song actually. I think this I'd probably listen to this again. I don't know, something about the beats and the lyrics of it. I was like, this is pretty nice. That's all I have. That I just wanted. I'll listen to it again to get a deeper meaning for it because I think this is one of those songs out there that's not like like songs like albums they release like their big songs which go popular and shit like that. That's one of those songs where I'm like, that's probably a hidden gem open. I think
Yeah.
that's probably one of the stronger songs on that. I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking
Being
forward
hidden.
to
Yeah.
listening to that again.
Yeah.
I quite liked
I
it.
would agree. I would agree. Okay.
Yes.
Can I move on now?
We can move on to Bad Girl.
All right. Bad Girl. This was very Usher.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was almost extremely Usher.
I found it really fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
I mean,
it's fun.
I was like, I don't know where they're to put it on the left side of Yes or the right side of Yes because there's parts of it, Yes, that are good, and parts of it where I'm like, this sounds like the previous,
10 Usher songs. You
11
just
Usher
listened
songs
to.
we've
Yeah.
just listened to, right? So where how can you fairly put this? So I just put it right in the center of Yes because it is a good song, should be on a playlist,
The
but
song that
it'll
started out
probably
with,
move on.
with the guy talking about fuck, it's just to have the guy at the beginning talking about shoving shit into other.
I think so.
Yeah,
think so.
insanity.
That also
Absolutely
could have been
crazy.
Can You Handle It, which we'll get to.
That's what
but
I'm wondering, or if that's what it's made for. It's one of these
It's
three
one of those,
that are
yeah.
here, because the dude said some weird shit up top, and I was like, I'm not gonna ask what that was, but it definitely sounded sus.
That's what it's made for is the next song.
Yep.
And I actually liked That's What It's Made For more than Bad Girl. I don't remember exactly why, but it for some reason connected with me. Better, background music, better music in general, better,
Yeah.
what they're talking about. I don't know,
That's
but
fair.
I definitely enjoyed it more as I basically split it right between Yes and For Life. Any notes that are concise
Huh?
inquiries?
For that's what it's made for.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I was looking at Can You Handle It, which I think is fucking awesome. Just it has a great smooth beat to it. It felt like a classic Usher song. Were you done with?
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm
Look up
giving
and
Corey a
stare at
weird
me.
look, but yes. Go ahead.
Give me a weird look. Yeah, I thought it was fucking sick. I loved it. All I had to say to it.
So for me, Can You Handle It was okay.
Okay,
It
that's why
wasn't.
he's giving me a weird look.
It wasn't anything special for me.
So we're just handing out weird looks now.
And I gave it a 50-50 between One Time and Yes. Because I honestly did not enjoy
Brutal.
Can You Handle It a lot.
Brutal.
It was good, but it just wasn't for me.
Brutal. Hey, look, man, I respect it.
You want me to do the next one?
Do it to me.
Huh?
Huh?
All right.
Come on,
Pause.
bro. See, that's what I'm talking about, bros. Because he just says weird shit, bro. For real, for real. He just says weird shit. Dude stared at me, so I'm just like, what the fuck is he staring at? Because like he's doing his Thomas's tier list, and they just to fucking make some weird shit, bro. You fucking weird, bro.
I'm always weird. So the song "Do It to Me."
I should have said some weird shit
It's-
when you said, "Can you handle it?"
Huh?
Huh?
Do It to Me is good. It's a fine song. Once again, I put it right where Bad Girl got put, which is right in the middle. Yes, it's it's good. You might like it a lot. You might like it a little, but it's a decent one. I recommend it over Can You Handle It or the next song.
I'm not saying anything else because you're
Well, that's fine. I just didn't
I'm
know.
not staring. I'm not saying anything else.
I
'cause you're being
didn't
weird.
know if you had any other
You're
notes.
being weird. I'm just not saying anything else. Podcast is actually over for me.
So it's
I'll
just
see
my
you next week.
podcast
It's
now.
just you right now.
Okay. Next podcast.
Next podcast,
will just be
you'll
me.
figure it out.
Next song is "Take Your Hand."
Huh?
It is one of the lower rated songs that I rated. Basically as far left on the yes as I can get it. It's fine. It's actually shorter than the rest, which I think actually hurts it. Some of these longer songs with Usher gives him more time to develop the actual song, develop the meaning
Story of
behind
it. He's
it.
got kind of like
Yeah.
a story vibe that he does in his song.
He does,
Which
he
I'm here
does.
for. Kind of like old R. Kelly. Which I don't really like comparing it to him, but the music of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
The storytelling of it all. Kind of like Big too. Big tells stories in his songs and stuff like that.
You know who R. Kelly's favorite artist is?
That Alicia Keys.
It's Black Eyed Peas.
Okay, so this is actually the last episode of Midnight, and I'd like to thank you all for
That's an
that.
Eminem lyric, actually.
Is that actually
Yeah,
crazy?
that's in the one of the one songs that we listened to. Um,
Black Eyes P.
yeah. The next song
Awesome.
is "Follow Me."
Yep.
It's good song, fine
Yeah,
song.
I literally just wrote that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
I
it's
don't
fine.
remember anything specific about it. Just remember hearing it and being like, "This is all right. This is all right."
Yeah, exactly. So it's right in the middle. Yes. Then we go "My Boo," which is
Absolute classic.
amazing, a huge classic.
Yeah.
And I put right between "Yes" and "For Life"
Still holds up.
because I absolutely think it will hold up, but I
Yeah.
do think that some people are going to be eventually walking away from it.
They
Not
can
yet,
they can fuck themselves.
but eventually.
Like I said, you want to know anything about Usher, you go watch that Super Bowl show in 2024.
Yeah.
That show that was perfect to me. Like, because growing up, I heard a lot of Usher and I knew who he was. Like watching that Super Bowl show, I was just like, this is awesome. Like he was doing his thing, and everything else like that. It's fucking sick, and I love like he's got his hits on there. He's got the ones that people are gonna know, and yeah, My Boo's one of those, and it's gonna forever be one of those.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely going to be one of Usher's biggest hits. It does have just a little statistic for the viewers. It does have 778,000 Spotify plays as of current
Million.
million. My bad, million Spotify plays
You're
as of
crazy.
currently.
If I was typing it up and it only had less than 1 million plays.
Crazy. Next song is "Red Light." It's Usher.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say about certain songs like this. It's fine. It's okay. It's nothing crazy.
I agree. Red Light to me was just there was something about it that I was like, this could be something, but it didn't quite hit the note of being a song that I would like. There's something there in the song, I think itself, but as far as like what I heard today, I would not listen to it again, nor would I even recommend it. But it could have very well been something.
Yeah. All right. So the next song on the album that we are going to talk about is called "Seduction." Seduction's a fine song. It, it yeah, it's nice. Your microphone's not picking up, brother.
It was an apt way to end the album. There was really just nothing spectacular about it for me personally. It was just fun, just that way.
All right. And then we have Confessions Part 2 remix.
Yep. Uh, awful, awful, and a useless remix. Just absolutely terrible. This feels like when artists have a very famous song that they then want other artists to hop in on, or other artists come to them and are like, "Let me hop in on this and make this a little bit different. That way we can both get a little bit of recognition for this song." It's happened a bunch with The Weeknd and what's that lady's name? Ariana Grande. He's done that to a few of his songs, and look, she doesn't make the versions better. She's just there. Like it's just useless. It's a useless remix.
When you already have Confessions 2, which is good, and then you remix it with a bunch of people and it doesn't get better, it makes the song useless.
Yeah.
So for me, this is going to be Midnight Critics Thomas's tier list first review of a song that is a no.
Wow.
You should
Wow.
not listen to this.
I agree.
It is shit.
Yeah, it's bad. Doesn't add anything to the album itself or just in general.
I agree. Okay. Wrap it up, other host.
Let's do it. All right. So we're gonna move into our review, our actual rating section of this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this. I mean, damn, it was kind of a solid album. I'm gonna throw it at a. I mean, I got what I really like and what I really don't like. This is hard for me. There's stuff on here that I'm like, this is bad. And Confessions Part 2 remix is really fucking throwing me off. Because I feel like that was only added in the expanded edition, and that really pisses me off because it's really fucking bad. You know what? We're gonna do this. I'm gonna give it a 7.6 ushers out of 10 ushers. That's where I'm gonna sit it.
7.6.
Ushers out of 10 ushers.
Okay. Um, I'm going to give it 6.9 ushers out of ushers.
Out of Usher's, okay.
10 ushers. Yeah.
I don't think you can say Usher. I think you can say Usher with just the A. Because
Well,
a little
it's
racist if you
it's
say
it's it's a little
Usher.
late. I've said them both, so
The little fucked, you're gonna get canceled, buddy. So
oh well.
that's tough. But
That's
the
that.
hard ER is crazy. But the hard ER is wild.
It's a good joke. I love that we've run that joke for like years.
Awesome. Um. Okay. So where does that? Where do we land then? Then what? A 7.6
Uh,
ushers out of 10 ushers.
6, 7. So that puts us at a
7 point something, right?
7.35. I want to say
Okay.
it's 7.3 something, but we can just round to 7.3. It's fine.
Okay. Midnight Music Review. 7.3 ushers out of 10 ushers for Confessions expanded edition. Thank you guys for tuning into this one. Do all that regular stuff like, comment, subscribe, share. Visit us on Instagram. Visit us on X. Visit us on whatever the fuck you want to visit us on. Don't find me.
Don't find
Go
me
ahead
either.
and drop some comments. Tell me what albums you want us to listen to. Maybe one of these days we'll have like a little playlist that we curate with all the with songs. If you guys recommend any songs in particular, maybe we'll have one where we go through like a fan playlist and just hit a couple of those songs and just talk about them for a little bit.
Yeah, we
We'll
could
do something like that.
absolutely review
Um,
guys' playlist.
yeah,
That'd be
make sure
cool.
you subscribe to the Midnight Critics. We have a lot more stuff that we want to do with this channel and add to it. These couple things that we're releasing are just the first. I have many ideas that I haven't even told people about. Like we have a lot more that we can do with this. So
Um,
thank you.
and also if you guys have any ideas for what you'd like to see, what you want to see, it doesn't even have to be related to what we're currently doing with the Midnight Music. Be for our main thing, which we're doing, which is Midnight Review.
Yep.
Or it can be for anything else. We have some stuff working in the background, but it's all being worked on in the background for right now until we kind of get a good spot at it. So if you guys like to see us talk about other things, let us know.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.